Hello everyone, my name is Anitsu and I'm back with another Digimon news video. So we recently just got a couple of really big important pieces of news, so let's just go over it. First off, let's start with the biggest bombshell of a news drop that we got in the past couple of days, which is an announcement from the Digimon card game itself on the English page. So basically their statement reads the following: Digimon Tamers. We have become aware that a number of retailers have posted that we are not reprinting Special Booster version 1.0 or Special Booster version 1.5 booster boxes. However, reprints of both versions are currently underway to meet demand. This reprint will be made available to distributors at the end of February. Shipping schedules globally continue to be impacted by the pandemic, so we recommend stores work with their distributor representatives for updates on the reprint's availability. We continue to work actively with our distributors worldwide to monitor and assess market demand and will reprint to meet demand if required. We are working very hard to take care of the growing Digimon community in the midst of the pandemic impacting production and freight logistics. We are going to be announcing a big campaign for stores and players starting from February, so please stay tuned for details. Thank you for your kind understanding on this issue and ongoing support. We sincerely apologize for the mixed messages you have received from some retailers. So to basically break the statement down, Special Booster 1.0 and 1.5 are going to be reprinted. So hopefully this will keep the price down. And then on top of the fact that they are going to be reprinted, we should be seeing 1.0 come back in March because distributors are going to be getting them at the end of February. So that way there'll be plenty of product come March of 1.0 and 1.5. So as I was kind of like stating before, there is going to be plenty of product. Bandai made sure that there is going to be plenty of product. And now that we know there's going to be plenty of product, hopefully a lot more people are going to be happier. And hopefully the price of the booster boxes won't be as inflated as it is. It probably will be a little bit inflated throughout February just because, you know, FOMO, hype, gotta sell, fast, just so they can try to make their quick buck. But knowing that these sets are going to be reprinted should keep prices a little bit on the more reasonable side. So that's one really big takeaway from this news. And then we got this little statement right here where they're going to be monitoring the demand and will reprint as required. So this basically just means they're not afraid to reprint anything in the future if something needs a reprint. So that's definitely something really big and important to take away, that they are going to be looking out to see what needs to be reprinted, if it's worth reprinting, and then if it is, then they're not afraid to reprint it. So that is really good because it just gives players a lot of hope that nothing will get like super short printed. Yes, they could end up having a set where it has a smaller run than some others, but if the demand isn't really there for a reprint, then there's no reason for them to reprint it, so they just won't. But the fact that they are being a little bit more open to the fact that they could reprint something if the demand requires them to, definitely is a really good sign that they are looking out and listening for the game and for the players. As far as the big campaign in February, I don't know if this is referring to like the whole Tamers Party thing, or if this is something new. So that's definitely something to look out for nonetheless. I'm kind of leaning more towards it's going to be the Tamers Party because that's just the current thing that everyone's expecting. And we kind of already know. I don't think they made that announcement on here that the Tamers Party is a thing. But regardless, that's just something interesting to look out for. The fact that they are planning something special for stores and players. But this last part right here is basically them counteracting some of the messages that people have been receiving about their order being canceled just because their allocations weren't fulfilled. So they oversold and now they have to cancel or change some of their orders. So as an example, I unfortunately received one of those emails that the place that I ordered from is not going to be receiving enough product to meet my order. So they gave me this statement saying that they could change my order or refund me. I offered to get my order changed just because I still want product, even though it's not exactly what I wanted. I still want the product and I still am interested in supporting them and the game. But the fact that they added this little statement right here, where at this time Bandai has stated that they are not reprinting version 1.0. Basically, what Bandai just said was they are going to be reprinted as needed and they are working on reprints. So this statement right here is just rendered completely false, and basically they were just trying to tackle statements like this floating around, because I'm pretty sure more than just this one store has posted something like this. But in terms of the other big piece of news that we gotten over the past day or so is the fact that big box stores are starting to stock the Digimon TCG. So it shouldn't really come as a big surprise that big box stores are getting it, considering big box stores have gotten other Bandai products. So this just kind of fits in with all of those. So I'm not exactly shocked to see it here. It's just I'm shocked to see it here so early. So I don't know if the big box stores got the memo that the official release date was pushed back to February 12th, but some of them started stocking it on January 29th, which was going to be the official release, and not all big box stores have it, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But the fact that some of them did start getting their supply in and they did start selling it is definitely one really big thing to note, because it means you might be able to go to your big box store to see if they have it. Again, not all big box stores are going to have it, so keep your expectation whelmed when you are hunting for Digimon product. But the fact that big box stores are getting it is kind of a big deal, just because not everyone has an LGS, so this might be the only way that people could get product, on top of which it also is like pseudo-marketing for the game, where people passing by the trading card section in their big box stores might see it and pick it up just because they didn't know it existed. So there's always that factor. So it's definitely really good that it is in big box stores, and I'm really happy that more people are going to be able to get more product, because I'm all for making things as relatively available as you possibly can make it. But at the end of the day, I also think that we still need to keep in the back of our heads that we should be supporting our LGSs, because big box stores won't have booster boxes and they won't do all of the special promotional stuff. So it is still important to support your LGS, and we already know that the LGSs are going to be getting their supply on time for the February 12th release, so there will be plenty of stock then. And then, like in the previous news bit, we got announced that there is going to be a reprint of 1.0 and 1.5, even though 1.5 didn't exactly come out yet. The fact that they're working on it means that there'll still be plenty of it to go around. So hopefully all of this news kind of just helps the game become more accessible and more affordable, because some people are trying to take advantage of the situation to flip certain products to just make a quick buck, and the prices of packs and boxes and cards got a little extra overinflated as a result. Some of it was just because it was all pre-sale hype, but some of it was because that people were afraid that there just would not be enough product to go around. And now that we know that there is going to be enough product to go around, hopefully prices start to stabilize and normalize to something more reasonable. Because let's be honest, paying $200 for a booster box of a brand new game is a little bit egregious and a little bit out there, when realistically the prices of these boxes should be around that $75 to like $85 range. And then there's absolutely no reason why a starter deck should not cost MSRP, because, you know, that's just the price to get into the game, and that's the first product a lot of people are going to be looking at, so it shouldn't be something too horrendous as we currently are seeing. So hopefully with the big box stores and more supply coming, the price should go down, and you should not be paying anything more than $15, and that's including the shipping, for a starter deck. So all of this is really, really good news for the game, just because the game is really close to its launch on February 12th, and I'm definitely really excited and looking forward to seeing how the game continues to develop. And all of this news should just be really, really good and definitely help make the launch a little bit more smoother, considering they've already had a little bit of a rocky start and the pandemic definitely didn't make things easier for them. So one big thing we have to keep in mind is please be patient and please be understanding. We do have to remember with the times that we are currently in, and we do have to remember to be as kind and supportive as we possibly can. So that's all I really have for this video. As always, feel free to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you in the next video.